Hi guys, I hope everyone's doing good. In today's video, I want to chat to you guys about AMC Entertainment Holdings, so ticker symbols AMC. So from my last video, there was news out that the CEO Adam Aaron was seeking shareholder approval to issue 500 million more shares. So if the shareholders approve of this will effectively dilute the stock. And also there was an ascending triangle and the share price broke the support of this ascending triangle. This was partly because of the news and the idea that shares were going to get diluted, which is seen as a negative because if shares get diluted, then the value of the shares that shareholders have are effectively worth less. So seeing as the share price broke the support of the ascending triangle, in today's video I want to focus mainly on the price action to let you guys know what's going on with the stock. But before I get into today's video, check this out. This video is brought to you by Weibo. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks valued at $1,850, check the link in my description box below. Welcome back to Investor Prime TV. David here. If you're new, this channel is a one-stop shop for anything investment. So investment ideas, investment discussions, stock picks, when to get in the market, when to get out. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. With that being said, let's get this bread. So if I have a look at the chart of AMC Entertainment Holdings, so ticker symbols AMC, so the share price broke the support of the ascending triangle. This was after the news that the CEO wanted to issue 500 million new shares. However, if we look at the session on the 5th of April, the share price came back in this ascending triangle and effectively closed bullish. And since then, the share price has just been hanging around the support of this ascending triangle. So if I have a look at the RSI of the session on the 24th of March, so the RSI value was 46.28. So this was effectively where the share price came and tested this support of the ascending triangle. And then the next session was bullish. So this showed that this was acting as a good support. But if we look at the next time that the share price came and tested this support on the 1st of April, and the share price effectively broke that support. So if we look at the RSI value, so that's 46.82. So there's a very subtle RSI divergence, basically meaning that the bearish momentum is coming to an end or at least slowing down every time it gets to this support. So this shows that there's a lot of demand around this dynamic support. So in today's session, the market is still currently open at the time of doing this video on the 7th of April. As you can see, the share price has broken the support of the ascending triangle. So on a technical note, this can be seen as bearish or possibly the start to a bearish trend. But if we have a look at the RSI value is 49.24. So every time the price tests the support of the ascending triangle, there's effectively some RSI divergence. So the fact that there's multiple cases of RSI divergence around the support of the ascending triangle, this indicates that the support of the ascending triangle is a strong one, and also there's a lot of demand around the support. So if I have a look at the volume basically around this support. So as you can see, when the share price tested the support of this ascending triangle, the bearish volume was at 81 million shares being traded. So in the next session, when the bulls brought the price back into the ascending triangle or away from the support line, they did this with a lot more volume at 131 million shares being traded. And on the 1st of April, when the bears brought the price back down to the support to test it and effectively break it, the shares traded was 77 million shares being traded. So this bearish volume at the support was less on the 1st of April as it was on the 24th of March. So as well as the RSI showing divergence or signs of divergence, meaning that the bearish momentum is slowing down, the volume is also slowing down in terms of there's less bearish volume being traded every time it tests this support of the ascending triangle. As the market is currently open, we can get a full picture of today's session's volume being traded, but right now the volume being traded is 16.5 million shares. So this is a lot less than the 77 million shares being traded. Although by the end of today's session, there might be a lot more volume being traded. But right now, we're halfway into today's trading session and the volume is only 16 million shares being traded. So guys, like I mentioned, the fact that you're getting RSI divergence accompanied with less volume being traded around the support line of the ascending triangle, this shows that the bearish momentum is possibly slowing down, and also shows that there's a lot of demand either already there on the support trend line of the ascending triangle, or there's a lot of traders and investors keeping an eye out for the support line. So to summarize, it looks like we're heading towards the tip of this ascending triangle, which means that there's a lot of momentum being built up. And then if it breaks the resistance of this ascending triangle, then there's going to be a lot of momentum. There's going to be a lot of bullish momentum, possibly sending the share price up to $14. Other reason I believe the dynamic support is strong on this ascending triangle is that we also have a horizontal support. So a horizontal support at $9.40. So as we can see, the share price broke this. It was once a resistance, and the share price broke it on the 9th of March. Every time the share price has tested it, it's effectively bounced off the support. So this horizontal support coincides with the dynamic support of this ascending triangle. So the fact that there's a horizontal support accompanied with a dynamic support around the price of $9.40, this shows that there's a lot of demand around the price of $9.40. On a fundamental note, if we have a look at FinViz, there's an analyst upgrade of AMC. Basically, they're upgrading AMC from a neutral to a buy. And also there's a lot of institutional transaction of AMC stock. So institutions are buying up AMC stock. So this is a positive because, like I always mention, institutions, they don't buy 1 or 2 shares, they buy hundreds of thousands, millions of shares. So that creates a lot of demand within the market for that stock. There's positive institutional transactions in AMC. This speaks volumes, pardon the pun, but this speaks volumes of what they believe in AMC, and they believe that AMC is worth buying. However, on the flip side, there's a lot of insider selling. So all the important figures, the board of directors, etc., perhaps are selling their shares. This is not necessarily a bad thing, as shares or the share value or the number of shares that board members have make up a big part of their salary. So the fact that they're selling shares doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad or it's bad for the shares or there's a negative outlook of AMC. Perhaps they want to make up a part of their salary, or maybe they just want to sell because they feel the share price is high right now, and then if it dips they can buy more. So to summarize, they could effectively just be trying to get part of the salary. So if you enjoy the content that I put out on AMC, make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further AMC uploads that I put out. And also, if you'd like to support the channel, you guys can sign up to my Patreon. The link is in the description box below. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.